Hello, Dr. Annette Moultrie here. On this channel, I teach accounting, finance, management, and leadership skills. I also provide strategies on how you can succeed in your financial, business, and personal lives. You know, we're living in challenging times, and change is coming. Are you ready? Are you prepared? If not, you're going to need the strategies, you're going to need the tools, you're going to need the experience to maximize your potentials and your opportunities to succeed in life. So, in order for you to stay abreast of the valuable information that I'm going to provide, please click the subscribe button below and click the notification bell so you'll be notified of all upcoming videos on this channel. Again, click the subscribe button. Thank you. Welcome back. We will begin our series on the topic success strategies for life. In this video, we will talk about character. And in character, the topics we will discuss are: what makes you special? You are valuable. Optimism. Self-esteem. Solving the me puzzle. What are your strengths? Personal branding. And we will summarize our topic on character. But first, who are you? When asked, who are you? You may respond by stating that you're an accountant, you're a counselor, you're a doctor, or even a teacher. But often we respond to this question with what we are and not who we are. There's a huge difference here. What you are is your work, your occupation, or your family standing. Who you are, it's much deeper. Who you are involves your occupation and relationships, but it's also the basis for your core, your foundation. Who you are involves much more than a title. Who you are involves your ethics, your intellect, your spirituality, your emotions, belief system, your values, your choices, your dreams, and even your culture. Remember, who you are is more than a position or a title. It is more than that. By understanding the difference between what you are and who you are, you can truly begin to comprehend yourself on an advanced level. Don't be victimized by imposter syndrome. Don't be a victim of imposter syndrome. So what is imposter syndrome? It is a psychological term referring to a pattern of behavior where people doubt their accomplishments and have a persistent, often internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. But you know what? We may all suffer from it. Perhaps the most limiting part of dealing with imposter syndrome is that it can limit your courage to go after new opportunities. It can limit your ability to succeed in life, explore areas of interest, or even put yourself out there in a more meaningful way. Not many people are willing to take the journey of finding out who they really are. It could be the pressures of life. It could be fear, intimidation, or even religion, or a lack of motivation can cause people to dodge finding the answer. But finding out who you are can be one of the most fulfilling opportunities in your life. Knowing who you are gives you the competitive edge. If you're still looking for that one person who can change your life, take a look in the mirror. Take a good look in the mirror. It is you. You are in control of your life. How do you separate yourself from the pack? How do you distinguish yourself from the countless job seekers out there? What are you going to do that sets you apart from your competition? What do you have to offer that no one else can possibly bring to the organization? What unique skills do you have to help you thrive and survive in a rapidly changing world? Answering these questions should be your main and primary focus. Why? Because according to Forbes, the workforce is changing. Therefore, the demand for jobs will change. There are over 20 million people unemployed, and finding a job is becoming a job. Artificial intelligence, robotics, technology will slowly displace millions of workers. Financial advisors, hospice workers, assisted living home personnel, physical and occupational therapists, information security analysts, statisticians, mathematicians, speech language pathologists, and people who are involved with surgical enhancement will thrive. There will also be a growing need for skilled scientists and engineers. If you don't think your job is going to be displaced or replaced, tell you what, I went into Walmart the other day. Instead of having someone to clean the floors, there's actually a machine that goes around the store and cleans the store floors. Yes, your job can be replaced by artificial intelligence. As you're looking at this view here, there are 9 different pieces to this puzzle. Understanding how each piece affects your action, your goals, relationships, your work ethic, and motivation can mean the difference between success and failure, both in your life and in your profession. So take a look at this puzzle. And I want you to think about your strength and your challenges in those areas. How does each piece drive your choices, and how does each piece help you understand more about who you are? Are there pieces of the puzzle that you have never considered? If so, how has this affected your life in the past? Has something been missing in your life because you did not address a certain piece of the overall puzzle? Which pieces can you use to gain a competitive edge, and which parts of your life need improvement? As you look at each one of these pieces of this puzzle, of this me puzzle, think about one strength for each puzzle piece that you have to offer in the workplace, and how it will help you in the future. Then I want you to think about one challenge you will have to overcome for each piece of the me puzzle, and how you plan to do so. Again, you see that there are nine pieces: the spiritual me, the intellectual me, the visionary me, social me, moral me, physical me, material me, cultural me, and emotional me. I'll give you an example of mine, the intellectual me. You see, one of my strengths is I'm a problem solver. I consider myself to help people solve problems. The future, well, I know as being a problem solver, this strength will help me help others to strategize and help solve problems, of course, right? But I do have a challenge with this. You know what it is? My challenge is that I want to fix everything. I want to fix everything. But I know that there are things that I cannot fix. So how do I overcome this? I plan to resolve matters I know I can solve and not become overwhelmed about what I can't fix or what can't be fixed. So I want you to think about those areas. Think about those 9 pieces. Think about your strength, your future, the challenge, and the overcome. Knowing what you're good at and owning those strengths can be an enormously positive attribute and give you another competitive asset to highlight on your resume. Perhaps you never thought about yourself being a problem solver, but think again, think about it. You are a problem solver. If you have children, you know how to solve problems. If you're a student, you're in school, you know how to solve issues whereas you have to study. You know how to juggle your schedules, right? Especially if you're working and you're in school. We solve problems every day. And acknowledging these skills can only make us stronger. You probably have strength that you never really didn't even think about, or you never identified. I want you to take the time and consider this list here that you see of traits and abilities. These are traits and abilities that you can capitalize on. Are you accountable? Do you have a positive attitude? Are you stable? Are you reliable? Are you supportive? Are you optimistic? These are traits, again, and attributes or abilities that you can capitalize on. So what is it that you value? Values are unique to each individual. What you value and consider important to your life and success may be at the bottom of the list for someone else. A value is simply a principle or a quality that you think is worthwhile and you regard highly. You may value honesty or love or friendship in your life, and others may put primary importance on money or possessions. Others may value their family, their children, or career. But why are values important to us? Values are important to us because it drives our decisions. It helps us determine how we treat others. It guides us in reacting to certain situations. And it helps us direct our moral behavior. You see, when we act in a way that goes against what we value, our conscience begins to gnaw at us. That little voice inside of us will let us know what we have done or what we are about to do goes against our moral code, our values. So when we make decisions or act in a way that goes against the value established by society or our workplace, we begin to suffer in different ways, such as being terminated or reprimanded. Our personal value system also serves as a motivational force in our lives. What we value, we work to keep. We protect. We enrich. We are motivated by what brings us joy and peace. And unless we hold a firm picture of our value system in our hearts and minds, we may be working for the wrong things. So take a moment and look at this list. Look at this list here and and determine what is it that you consider is valuable to you. Is it service to others, justice, family, success, your faith? What is it? Think about it. What you believe you can create. What you believe you can create. Because what you believe, you will create whatever it is that you believe. Did you know that when you were born, you were born believing? As a baby and you became a toddler, you believed that those people that were taking care of you, those people that were providing for you, were your parents. And of course, parents, they teach their children to call them mommy, to call them daddy. Then as you grow into maturity, you believe that they are your parents until someone tells you differently. Say one day, your parents call you aside and say, Johnny, we have something to tell you. We're really not your biological parents. I know you grew up thinking that we were, but we're not your biological parents. We actually adopted you. But until that individual finds out that those people that they thought that were their parents weren't really their parents, they believed. It has been said that if you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, you can. And yes, you can. There are numerous studies that have been conducted on the power of personal beliefs and positive thinking. A belief is what we consider to be true or false. A belief is a conviction that we hold so dearly that it literally causes us to act in one way or another. If you believe that you're going to fail an exam, you probably will. If you believe that you're not going to get the job, you probably won't. If you believe that you have nothing to offer the organization in which you're applying, you probably do not. You see, our beliefs are powerful and they're very important to our self-esteem and our personal motivation. And one thing that I want you to know is that you have to have a personal branding. And we know that brands are everywhere. They're everywhere. You have the Apple, the McDonald's arch, the Nike swoosh. You have the Starbucks cup. Of course, YouTube. But there are just so many more. The list goes on and on. Now, big companies, they understand the importance of establishing a distinctive brand. So you need to take we need to take lessons from these big companies and establish a brand for yourself. Do you have a brand for yourself? Did you know that you are the CEO of your own company? Yes. You are the CEO of your own company, Me Incorporated. Even with my company, I have a brand. So as you prepare to interview for a job, you need to be preparing to market yourself. You have to know how to market yourself. You need to develop your brand. You have an opportunity to stand out and to develop your own brand to become exactly what you want to become. You have to figure it out. You have to create a distinctive role for yourself. A message that will convey who you are. You may think that you may have to improve on some things. And all of us have to make improvements. You've heard probably in the past that someone may say that, oh, you have a really great personality, or you have or they would tell someone that they have a bad personality, or they'll tell you that you need to improve on how you come across people, or you need to improve on your conversation, or on your ability to communicate with people. Attitude is important. It is important. It's everything. You have to push yourself. If you need improvement, push yourself to get the improvement, the tools, the skills that are necessary for you to succeed. Push yourself to be outgoing. Push yourself. Remember that most people that feel shy and are insecure have a difficult time conveying a confident message to the employer that they went to apply for a position. You have to push yourself. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with positive people and let go of negativism. You don't want to be around negative people. One thing you need to know is that you can't change everybody. You can't change people. You can't. You know, I grew up thinking that I could change an individual, how they feel about me, what they say about me. But we can't not change people. They have to have the willingness to change themselves. They have the willingness. You can't control that. But what you can control is not allowing yourself to be around negative people. You have to be optimistic. Optimism has many benefits beyond helping you develop a winning attitude. Now, researchers found out that they claim that those that are optimistic, they live longer, they're more motivated, okay? They have longer and more satisfying relationships. So you want to become optimistic. Don't let anyone define who you are. You are a masterpiece. Always remember that. There is no one like you. No one like you. So, to summarize our topic today in this video, a great deal of your success depends on the characteristics and qualities you bring with you. You have to know who you are. No one can define who you are. Only you. Only you know who you are. Your attitude, optimism, and personality will affect your performance at work, at home, even in social gatherings and meetings. It will affect your performance. It is important that you find good role models to emulate. Knowing what you want, staying focused on your goals, and working hard will be a valuable asset in the workplace, in your life. Remember, your personal branding. Remember your values and beliefs, because your values and beliefs establishes who you are, and you can capitalize on your strength. Thank you very much for watching this video. This was just a brief introduction of the topic character. knowing who you are, capitalizing on your strength and personal branding. But if you want to learn more, how I can help you reach your goal, please reach out to me. I am available to provide one-on-one and also group training on how you can become successful in life. You're making the right decision, which is contacting me. You're making that decision to start the training on how you can succeed in life will catapult you ahead of the competition. Because of the paradigm shift that we're experiencing in our society and in the world, you will need different strategies and tools to succeed in life. Remember, reach out to me. This is Dr. Annette Moultrie, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click the notification bell so you can be notified on other upcoming videos. Again, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And please, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button below. And also look out for our next video. Thank you for watching.